Now, time for the Your Name Here tip of the week with Rich Cowgill. And I'll hit this button.
Wrong button.
And that won't be the right button, but this
Wrong button.
But this one is the right button. Okay, Sparky.
Okay, so Ron can build you anything you want. Just don't let him play with your buttons. That's great. So before I do my tip of the week, Linda, she posted she was looking for a roofer in the area of Kenosha, and so obviously NARI, the National Association of Remodeling Industry, is huge in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Going through her NARI chapter, I guarantee she'll get a good, reputable roofing contractor.
Yeah, NARI.org for more information.
Yep. There you go. All right, so tying into this whole thing about contractors, I guess, and how you feel about it is, how do you recognize certain terms and phrases that contractors use that make the hair on the back of your neck stand up? You know, so when you're interviewing or discussing an upcoming project and the person says something to you that just doesn't feel right, what amazes me is how many times people have told me that, and then they hire him anyway. And, you know, and then at the end, they're like, oh, this job went south. And you're like, well, I didn't have a good feeling in the beginning.
But he was the cheapest.
Least expensive.
Yeah, least expensive and could get to it in my time frame. That's another good one. They could get to it quickly.
Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable standing near the contractor, I'd say move along. There's no way it's going to turn out well. I mean, if it just how that vibe.
What?
Or, yes.
You don't feel comfortable standing near the contractor?
Yes, I have heard that. Yes, I have heard that. Yes.
Have you not ever not just a contractor, anybody, you just get a bad vibe or they're in your space? Like maybe they're a close talker.
Well, I will tell you, as a female, that happens a lot.
Especially when you come on Saturday mornings to this place right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. So that happens. But how about if you bring up a legitimate concern? You're concerned about, I don't know, the payment schedule, how they're putting two boards together. And don't worry, we do that all the time. If they do that without giving you a logical or lucid explanation, I'd be kind of scared. Like me, if a client asks me, why are you doing it that way? And as long as they don't put that last part on there, like I saw Norm do it this way, or I saw it on this old house, that's when I want to slap the person. Because they're in Boston, they're in Florida, you're in Chicago, we have to do it a whole different way. But I will stop and I will say, we have to do this because of air filter, whatever. You know what I mean? I explain why it's being done that way.
Right.
Go, oh, cool.
Right.
All right. One of my favorite things are I tell
raindrops
people
on roses.
Shy away from magnetic signs.
Whiskers on kittens.
I hate magnetic signs. Today a plumber, tomorrow a roofer. Yeah. And I always think back, and that's because my sign of my age, but the movie, oh God, I can't remember the name. I had it in my head. But anyway, he had the tow truck signs in there, and it was any which way but loose.
Yeah.
So his brother was a tow truck driver, and he had all the different company signs, logos on magnetic signs.
Yeah.
The police would call in a tow. He'd slap the side on the sign and go tow the car.
Right.
All right. So when you see some of that, you ask to see some of their past work, and you find the same photos doing a simple search on Google.
Yeah.
These are all my jobs. And I give you an example is the wine room racking, like, the cable system.
Right.
I don't know if you ever use that. I do it a lot.
No.
If you Google it and look for suspended wine racking, it's stainless steel cablings like cradles.
Right.
The picture that comes up was installed by the guy that I hired to do ours, but it's all over Houzz and Pinterest. And so when a designer sends me a mood shot, it's always his. And I just laugh. I'm like, pinching stuff, are we?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. How about no license or registration? Well, that's kind of a tough one in Illinois because you don't have to be licensed or registered in most towns. It's just,
well,
you don't.
Well, you don't. I mean, there's no state licensing for a
so that one's always tough.
Contractor, but
right.
But you do need to be licensed within the town. They want their $50.
Well, I would say 99% of them, but Flossmore doesn't.
Really?
Register. Yeah, you just register.
Oh, okay.
You're not licensed. So, and you don't have to get bonded in a lot of places as long as you have insurance. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, so check with your local municipality, I guess, on that.
Right. So here's another one, though. If you just had a guy come in to remodel your kitchen, and he just spent the last 15 minutes telling you how many basements he's done, he just might not be the guy for your kitchen. He might be okay working below grade, but sometimes we just don't want him out in the light.
There you go.
If a contractor shows up late for the initial meeting, that's a bad start. If he doesn't show at all and you accept his apology and reschedule, shame on you.
Oh.
That's
Are you...
never. One chance. I mean, barring a snowstorm or something, maybe something extreme, no.
Is it okay?
Never
Is it okay
late.
if I call and tell you I'm going to be late?
Yes.
It helps, but at least you're communicating.
No, I think
But
that's
it's
okay.
still, I treat my time as valuable. Their time is valuable. If I tell you I'll be there at 8, I will be there at 5 to 8.
Yeah.
I am never late.
Well,
I don't like that.
I don't either, but sometimes I got to finish a job and I got to
Right.
get wrapped up. I just can't leave the job, and then that's my problem.
Well, I get that, but that's why I don't do sales calls on work days. You either go to work or you do sales calls. You know what I'm saying? You got to it's how you manage your time, but that's between you and I.
We'll talk about
Are
that.
you dissing? You're just telling Ron he doesn't manage his time well?
That's what he just said. Yeah.
Wait, it's 7:57. Can you save that clip? 7:57. Save that clip.
So ask
That's a
about
good
payment
one.
schedules as the job goes on. The down payment should be enough to get the work started, but not enough to buy a new truck.
There you go.
So I have a few more of these we can pick up later, but because I got to do this other part here now.
Okay. Hurry up.
So if you missed the tip of the week or parts of this one, you can listen to it by going on the on-demand page at mightyhouse.net or read it on our blog page at mightyhouse.net.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Mighty House will return.